Hey guys, what's up? It's Gwen. So, if you're anything like me, you probably text people. Shocking, I know. But let's be real. In this day and age, people do not really call each other. In fact, it's gotten to the point where if you call someone out of the blue without telling them you're gonna call them ahead of time, it's weird. Which means that basically all of us now rely on texting. Now, I enjoy texting. Texting can be fun, but there are just a few things about texting that really annoy me sometimes. Personally, I think we should bring back the phone call, and this is why. So here are the 5 issues of texting. The first issue: when people don't respond. The problem with texting is that the other person can respond whenever they want, and that can be a bit annoying sometimes when they never respond to you. So if you ask your friend a question or something and they don't get back to you until like 3 days later, that can be a little annoying. And personally, that really annoys me with texting. Especially if I ask someone a question, it's just at this point I'd rather just call you and then there's no way that you can really not answer the question, you know what I mean? If I want to have a good conversation and talk about something with a lot of questions in it, or if I want to plan something, I would rather just call someone because it's so much easier. The second issue with texting is punctuation, aka not knowing what they mean. The problem with texting is that things can come out and the person on the other line could hear the text back, but hear it completely different than the sender intended them to hear it. For example, if you use a bunch of exclamation points, the sender could be really excited about something, but the receiver might think they're angry about it. And then we get to the other people who just don't use punctuation at all in any text. So you don't know where the commas are really supposed to be, and sometimes it's even hard to understand how a sentence works when someone uses no punctuation. My third issue with texting kind of ties into the second issue, and that is acronyms. Now I use some acronyms. I might use LOL or OMG, but when it gets to the point where you're basically talking with acronyms, it can get really annoying and really confusing. And I'm not gonna lie, there have been many times in my life when someone has sent me a text and I literally do not know what it means. So I have to go on Google and literally Google up what this acronym means because they can't just type it out. I understand you're trying to send a text quickly and acronyms can be really helpful sometimes, but when it gets to the point where I literally don't know what your acronym means, we're having an issue. The fourth issue with texting is one that I'm sure we've all gone through at some point in our lives. Or every day, because I mess this up all the time. Typos. You're just trying to write a sentence, and sometimes your brain is just too quickly ahead from your fingers and you mess up and you text something that is completely different from what you wanted to say. And then you add autocorrect into the mix also, and then you have a completely different sentence. This happens to me actually a lot. And it's really annoying because even when I'm unsure of if a text is perfect, for some reason, I don't think, hey, self, maybe I should read over the text before I send it. No, I just say, I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. I send it, and then I read over it after I've sent it. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. And then, as I'm reading over it, of course I find a billion errors, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should have read over it. But then I keep doing the same thing over and over and not reading over my text before I send it. The struggles of texting. And the fifth issue with texting is connection. What I mean by this is that sometimes when you're trying to send a text, it doesn't go through. And I know people are saying, that's not really that big of a deal. It can be really annoying. And I know what you're thinking, well, phone calls need connection too. I'm aware, but here's the thing. If you were in the middle of a phone call and your connection was lost and you got a dropped call, you could just call back the person and be like, oh, sorry, my internet got down, and they could be like, okay. With texting, I feel like it gets way more confusing because, first of all, you try to send a text, doesn't go through. So then you try to send another one, say, oh, sorry, that one didn't go through. But sometimes, of course, the oh sorry one goes through, so then they're really confused about what just happened because they don't understand that you were just trying to send a text before, or your apology about it wouldn't go through. And then you just keep sending texts to see if one goes through, and of course you'll be like, hello, is it working? And then maybe one will go through and it will just be this random hello, or does it work, did you get my text? And the other person on the other line will be really confused. Because here's the thing, when you're texting, the connection can be on one phone, but not the other. At least with a phone call, you both lose the call, and then you understand, you're like, okay, someone lost connection, right? With texting, it just gets a whole other level of confusion for you and the other person, and it's just chaos. that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And to be honest, I like texting, but if you want to really text me and have like a deep conversation, please just call me. Please just call me. Like if you're just like, hey, what's up? Yeah, okay, we could text. But when it gets to the point when I really want to like talk to someone about stuff or like learn more about them, just call me. Really, just call me. If you liked the video or if it made you laugh, make sure to give a big thumbs up down below. Also, leave a comment about something else that annoys you when you're texting. So that's basically it, and I'll see you guys next Saturday with another new video. Bye!